They can use that money and buy a whole house.
Right out the gate. Yeah, no, yeah, right
Right,
out the
yeah.
gate, man. So yeah.
Absolutely. And that's what I find is really good. And I mean, we've worked together on some different things where now that you've increased your disability benefits, now you have more income, right? Because I think the other thing is that people think because you are receiving these benefits, now you can't work anymore. I think that's another misnomer. And I wanted you to kind of talk a little bit more about that because it's like, I
Mhm.
don't want to, what I hear from veterans is like, well, I don't want to apply for disability because I like in my current job and I don't want to stop working here because I don't feel like the money that I'll get from being disabled is going to be enough to fully support me.
Oh man, listen. There's been so many different occasions where we come and deal with this question and answer, and I'm always taken aback by it. I'm like, oh, you're not gonna lose anything. Okay, it is case by case basis. All right. So in particular, the case you're speaking about is a something called individual unemployability. All right, that is when an individual has become so disabled where they're not able to work. Okay. However, you can get into the weeds in things that you can work, but specifically by law, it must say again marginal income. But that's going a little bit too deep into it. We'll have a separate video for that. But in particular, in what you're discussing is can you work if you have a disability or can't you work if you have a disability? The answer is that again, it's a case by case basis, but majority veterans can work.
Okay.
You can go to work. Just because you're receiving your benefits does not mean you cannot work. Okay? If you're receiving individual unemployability at that point, I would consult with my veteran specialist on how much you can work. Again, in regards to marginal income, but we would always request that you probably shouldn't work because marginal income is going to be something below poverty level and what they take note of. So you can work, but again, case by case, if you're receiving something called individual unemployability, you probably can't work. You can't work. Okay.